Yes, we're recording.
All right. What up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Pulling These podcast, where we all take a trip to Smack City and talk about some pop culture right afterwards. I'm your host, Big L, and with me, as always,
It is Fred Diablo.
And it's me, DJ Ernie B.
Yo, my dude got those scratches though. You heard that shit?
Oh, that came from Ernie. I thought somebody was in here DJing.
Ernie B and Strider, you already know. Grab your white claws and light up. That's where we at right now. Sunday, get smack Sundays.
Yeah, man.
Smack Sunday nights, Sunday
So-
late nights.
Only have work tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only gotta wake up
Oh,
early
man.
tomorrow, you know.
It's all good. You gotta go in like at 9. You'll be all right.
Gotta pay the bills. So what's good? What's been happening? What's popping? What's
Yeah.
going on in the pop world?
Pablo, we're gonna start with some Mandalorian stuff right now.
Fact.
Everybody's seen the season finale. Everybody's caught up here, I assume.
Yes,
Right,
I
right.
Show. That shit
So-
comes out. I'm on at midnight when that shit comes out.
did.
I see, bro. You met third spoiling shit after like 5
Oh,
hours
man.
and shit.
God damn.
You don't want to see spoilers? Don't get online. That's
No,
it.
I feel you on that. Well,
I gave 24 hours. I was good enough.
yeah.
You ain't gonna wake up at 5 in the morning and see the spoilers. I'm not that kind of a dick.
I binged all of them
Spider-
in like a day. And before that, whenever I just see Mandalorian anything, I'll just like scroll.
Scroll.
Not even read.
Yeah, because people will stop and read and look at the picture and then get mad that you spoiled it for them,
Yeah.
bro.
I developed anti-spoiler.
Anti-spoiler
genes.
method.
No, like the day of, like I knew, like I started the first thing I woke up on Friday morning. The first thing I did was watching. 'Cause I was like, yo, I had to cook for myself. I was like, yo, this is a perfect time for me to just watch before I get online. Just have niggas ruin this shit.
I saw Strider's post and I was like, oh shit, this is a good one. I have to catch up.
Yeah.
Once I saw a whole bunch of comments about the posts about the last episode being really good, I was like, I gotta watch this ASAP because it's gonna be hard not to get
The next
spoiled.
one's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah,
crazy.
me too.
yeah.
I mean, it ended great, you know.
Oh yeah.
The whole, you know, Luke coming out and being the Jedi that Grogu hit up, you know, hit him up on the next tail. Where you at?
This
my dude came through, you know. The graphics of the face look pretty clean. That
Yeah.
looked pretty good.
Yeah. Like,
You can tell.
Yeah,
But-
like you could tell. Like I watched it a second time before I got
could
on,
tell.
and I was like, oh, okay, because like now you're looking for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
At first
Wow.
glance,
It-
I
it
thought it
looks
was an
deep fake.
actor that looked really like him.
mhm.
Yeah. Me
And
too.
I was like, oh no, wait, this is like a deep fake or some shit.
Yeah, it looks like a deep fake. It looks
Yeah.
kind of like a deep fake, but
Yeah.
well, it
but
is somebody else's. It is somebody
Body.
else's
It's
body.
somebody's
Yeah.
body, yeah.
I saw the actor that did the role.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I mean, it's still, even if you, and I had already read about it like a few weeks before, where there was like rumors online that was gonna be kind of like the ending, that Luke was gonna show up, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But still, you know, that nostalgia, that like little kid in you like comes out when you see the scene, and you're like, oh shit, it's that nigga.
I like confirmed it when I saw him fight and his right hand had the glove.
Yeah,
I was like,
Yeah, that's the
"It's Luke."
first hit, and then the lightsaber, the green
the lightsaber
lightsaber.
was green.
That
Like
was
the whole
awesome.
time I was even thinking it was I was thinking, oh, it's because I didn't know that it was like years after Return of the
Return
Jedi.
of the Jedi. Yeah, it's in
So like
Return of the Jedi.
in my head, I was like, it was going crazy. I was like, is that Darth Vader? Is that Darth Maul? Because he was all in black.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, once I saw the green lightsaber, I was like, oh, it's Luke.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I was like waiting for it. I don't know. It was, but and then I was kind of spoiled because I saw one of the posts that was like, what Mark Hamill thinks about blah blah blah, and I was like, you just
Here we
ruined
go.
it for me.
Here we go.
Yeah, you already get like the idea, like,
Yeah.
oh, Luke is in
Yeah.
this shit. Like,
Mhm.
fuck. Yeah, nah. I
Because
hear
it's
that.
like, why else would you want to know what Mark Hamill thinks about this? Because you know his face
Because
is in
it's coming up. Then
It's
you
even
know,
worse, like it's even worse on Twitter because you go to like to what's trending, You see a hashtag
Mark Hamill.
Skywalker, and you're like, oh, Luke Skywalker.
Luke, yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
Mandalorian hashtag.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah, that shit gives it
Yeah.
away. But
Mhm.
then my first thoughts, after like while watching the scene and then him saying, oh, I'm gonna be the one to take him and train him. Then my first thought was Kylo. I was like, oh shit, is Kylo rock him? Like, is he one of the
That
people that
implies he gets
Kylo
killed
Ren
by Kylo.
rocks? Or does because they don't hint at Grogu until the Mandalorian, so then the whole Kylo thing happens and the new generation of movies, and then
Well, supposedly that the Cairo massacre takes place like 19 years after.
90 yeah.
So it's like 20 years almost. So anything could happen between.
Anything could happen between then and now. I mean,
Well,
it doesn't have to be Kylo, but Luke could send Grogu off on a fucking mission.
Yeah, it could be like a bunch of stuff that could happen. Like 20 years almost is
How many years? How many years does that timeline of movies incorporate? The last 3 movies, like since the first one, let's say since the massacre, since Kylo Ren became Kylo Ren and the end of that movie saga. How many years is it? Does it say at the start? Because at the start it says whatever the light year, and then it scrolls down.
But I never noticed.
Like, how many years does it take? Because the Republic has that fucking crazy army at the end of the movie. Like, how many years did it take for them to gather all those ships and all that shit? Like,
I personally think that what they're getting at, wasn't it that it's all like, because in the Mandalorian they kind of hint at like, or it's like, oh, we thought the Republic was shut down, and it's like, no, yeah, so there's all this like secret shit. Like, I think that's what it is. There's all this like secret like groups that are like
that know about,
yeah, that know, yeah, and keeping it all. It's like a secret society type of shit. Yeah,
yeah, it's like the Illuminatis of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, that's why, because the Empire is still around. It's like it's not gonna go away just like that. So
no, they're still bumping. I mean, this guy, what's his name? Who's the bad guy,
Moff Gideon?
Gideon. Yeah. He's the prime example that they're still on a bump.
Yeah, he looked like a cheap Darth Vader kind of, without the helmet,
costume without the mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking 99-cent store Darth Vader and shit.
Yeah.
Bootleg Darth Vader. But that actor is amazing, though.
Oh, yeah.
That actor's dope. Every series that he's been in, he always plays his role to the maximum.
Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah, man. Well, he has to match with his fucking Dark Troopers and shit. The all black.
Yeah,
group.
That's true.
That was
the Dark Troopers were dope.
Yeah.
I like how they how they made him to be like this big ass threat, like throughout the whole episode. Like,
yeah, they built up the threat. It wasn't just like they popped up.
And you believed it too. You believed it when this Moff Gideon was like, "Yo, yeah, gotta put up a good fight, but you're eventually all gonna get killed." And I was like, "Yo, I believe that shit," because you saw how he struggled with one of them shits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of them shits was bodying him. He caught him.
Yeah,
and it was funny because at first I was disappointed when he opened the airlock and they all flew out. I was like, oh, it's like an easy.
No, yeah, I knew. I kind of knew. I was like,
and when they came back, I was like, oh shit.
He just bought him time. That's all he did with that. He bought him time.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, that was a hot scene right there because you felt that danger for the crew. Like, how the fuck they gonna get with this? Then it was like it was a pretty much standard episode of The Mandalorian, like pretty much like how it always is, like the feel to end when it's like, oh shit, because then like when like, oh shit, it might be Luke, so you just like mad into the whole scene now, and like the whole story makes the whole story even better now. Like, oh shit,
yeah, it makes the series definitely. It makes me also very hopeful for what they're gonna do with the Marvel series. Is also like if they're gonna produce it to that level. I believe they're gonna be amazing.
Falcon Winter Soldier looks like it's gonna be at that level.
No, they're stepping up the TV shows. Like I said before, like they're focusing more on the streaming shit right now. So of course they're gonna be like,
the whole COVID thing.
Like right now, like if they see like how many people watch this season finale of The Mandalorian right now, I could guarantee you they're gonna be like they might even think about making a Luke series.
Yeah, they already have spin-offs.
Yeah, and just have like a recast, like just cast somebody as a young school.
I think they already did, or they're planning on. I think the Winter Soldier guy might is the rumored to
Yeah,
probably
let's
play.
say
Everybody's
it's just
saying he
rumored.
should.
Yeah, Sebastian Stan. That's who I thought it was at first too. When like he lifted up the hood because it looked
Mhm.
like they looked the same. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
at first I was like, maybe they heard what people were saying, just cast this dude in a surprise role, and like, oh, surprise, he's the new Luke Skywalker, or some shit like that.
Yeah,
So,
they're it looks like they're gonna deep fake the whole season.
nah, that's why I said they might just end up just hiring a new actor.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like too much, like to maintain
Yeah.
that, and it's not gonna be like you can't have Mark Hamill like physically. You
Yeah,
can
he's gonna voice it. Probably he's gonna voice it.
yeah, but you can't have him acting out like fucking lightsaber battles and shit. He's
Yeah,
looking
nah.
way younger than he is now, and
Yeah, he was
that
on it
should be looking
popping.
like some fucking Robert De Niro in The Irishman, horrible type of shit. That this dude's like 80 years old, but he's playing like a 40-something-year-old, and like he's fighting somebody like an old man would in his fucking 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit takes me out. Like it's like the aging shit is cool, but it doesn't look. That's what they were saying too. They were saying like the effect would look better if he was there physically to do the role himself. Like, because they were talking about how
Yeah, he was just
Body
standing there.
language.
yeah, and they were saying like how good it worked on Samuel Jackson and Captain Marvel. Like he looked
Yeah.
young, he was there to play the role. You know what I mean? But they were like to keep it a secret. They couldn't have this guy come on set because
Yeah, because it would have popped off.
yeah, everybody's oh shit, Luke Skywalker.
I wonder. They should also do a Han Solo side piece to make up for that shitty movie. You know,
No, I like Solo. Solo
I like
was good.
Solo.
Solo's alright. It was
Solo
alright.
was good. Ron Howard actually was talking about there's some news regarding a Solo sequel. So there's noise. They're making
Because
noise.
the actor died, right? That's the guy that committed suicide or something. Was it the Solo guy?
Nah, he's alive still.
What was the guy that committed suicide after?
The only part about Solo that I didn't like was the Darth Maul part at the end. I felt like it didn't make sense.
Well, if you watch like the Clone Wars and Rebels and shit like that, at that time he's like a crime boss.
He's
Oh,
a crime
really?
boss.
Yeah, he becomes a crime boss as in his arc. Yo, this dude has like he has a long ass arc in like
Yeah.
anime.
Because
Yeah, we gotta watch
and
Clone Wars.
he has like octopus arms or like robot legs or something, right?
Yeah.
No, he had like the spider legs.
Spider legs.
Spider legs, that's what it is.
First.
Oh yeah, I've seen him
first.
with the spider legs.
Because that's how like he survived. Like he had to survive. He had to find something, and that was like the only thing available at the time. Eventually he gets his legs back and shit like that. But
they had to make Star Story with Darth Maul because he became a real popular, character.
Yeah.
So they had to give him something.
that's that's what Star Wars sees like the potential in having like fan favorites that didn't get pretty much a backstory in the original films.
Like Boba Fett. Like what's
Boba
up with
Fett.
Boba? Yo,
Boba Fett was dope.
Boba becomes the the Ichote at the end.
Yeah, he doesn't like. He goes from having hardly any lines in the original trilogy to having his own show now because people are like, all right, let's explore this character more. Which is in the prequels too with Jango Fett.
Yeah.
So you get that little backstory. So you're now,
Yeah, you get the. I mean, Boba's been a favorite character since the original movies. Like, there's been this many years of them not giving us content or backstory to this character that everyone fucking still dresses up as in Halloween and shit.
And the only reason people liked him was because he looks cool. It was nothing else.
Because he looked cool. And now they're adding to the whole Mandalorian lore, and now they gave us the backstory. Now they gave us like the whole. I like how they did it too. I like how they came from like a.
Yeah.
So now we got Boba Fett. Now we got the next season or whatever his spin-off show.
And he's gonna have his own show, and like season 3 of The Mandalorian is gonna come out at the same time too. So we're gonna have like 2 shows.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we're gonna have some.
Yeah, because a lot of people were worried about because like they said The Mandalorian was coming out in December 2021. Then when the Boba Fett shit hit, when the season finale happened, people were like, "Oh, so is the Boba Fett show season 3 of The Mandalorian,
or is it a separate show?"
But like somebody, like a guy who worked on the effects, was like, "Oh no, it's 2 different shows. It's not gonna be like one show. They're gonna have like 2 different shows at the same time, which is dope because people want to get that content.
Yeah, man.
The Star Wars
down for
content.
that. Boba Fett show.
man.
Oh yeah.
I like the actor they picked, and I like the way the character is portrayed. Like you could still feel like the original Boba Fett and this Boba Fett kind of are the same person. You know how sometimes you kind of like, you know, different people play different roles, or the character evolves in a certain way. But with this guy, you can kind of feel like, that kind of makes sense that the guy under the helmet is kind of acts this way, you know, and is this way.
He has a dad bod now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the original
surprised
actor
that-
died not too long ago, also.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. R.I.P. Original Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Well, with Boba Fett, there wasn't much to work with, just like his childhood with Jango Fett and what happened in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have
But
like,
like I said, yeah, like
so
they
much
get to,
options.
yeah, you get to flesh out his character some more and shit like that because you never really know who he was. So now,
Yeah.
you
Now we know
what-
he's a badass, even more of a badass than we thought.
Now we know why he's a badass.
Mhm.
Yeah,
got the
bro.
stars now and shit like that.
And also we got Sasha Banks, second episode.
And the finale too.
Yeah, I thought she was
Yeah.
gonna do just that. Nah, I didn't think she was gonna. I didn't think she was gonna pop up again
Yeah, I mean,
this season. I thought they were gonna pop in like the next season, but then
Yeah,
they went
he
into
did an interview saying that she wasn't gonna. That was like a one and done deal. But I guess she was just trying not to spoil anything.
Yeah.
Which one was
So-
Sasha Banks?
the
the psychic to
Mandalorian
the,
girl.
Oh,
the Mandalorian girl.
the Mandalorian sidekick girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one that did like the freaking tornado DDT.
yeah, she
Yeah.
did a tornado DDT. I was waiting for us to talk about that shit. I thought I was like, yo, tornado DDT.
With the jetpack.
Yeah, she threw the little notch to wrestling there.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a few
But-
things I like too. I like the fact that I at first I thought Boba Fett was gonna be like the villain of the season. You know
Me
what I
too.
mean? Trying to get his armor back and all this other shit. But for him to be like an ally was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And to have for Rick, the
Ming
sniper.
Na Wei, Ming Na
Fair.
Wei,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chun-Li.
Chun
yeah,
I just call it Chun-Li.
Ming Na Wei.
Li. Oh
I
yeah,
keep on saying Ming Na Wei.
yeah.
Ming Na.
Having her coming back from season 1 and shit like that, which people
That was
She
cool.
wanted.
were
she-
correct. That was Boba Fett that saved her at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
So it was pretty dope
that
too.
was Opes.
And I like how Bo-Katan was talking about, I heard your voices 1,000 times because all the stormtroopers
You're a
back,
clone.
they're all the same clone and shit like that. So she knew this dude was a clone and not a real Mandalorian, but he considers himself to be a real Mandalorian.
I mean, yeah, because his armor was passed down from his father, but that's an ingrained memory. That's like a clone
Like imprint.
memory.
Yeah, like an imprint.
But I mean, they have a lot of opportunity now to flesh out these characters and really
Yeah.
get the people to like fall in love with them in a different way, and a new generation to fall in. Because now it's not like we were kids. We had to wait all these years to know this. These kids from this generation are starting with this, so they're starting out with like fully fleshed Boba Fett that we had to wait like 30 years more.
Yeah, I waited a long ass time for that shit.
Did
And
you
it's
talk
like-
about what happened in the Sarlacc pit?
Nah, I think that they save it for his show.
For his show, probably.
That's
they're probably
like
gonna
a
give that whole
flashback
story.
episode or
Because
something.
I imagine it's like I just flew out.
Nah, it's gonna have to be a little bit more epic than that. Like how he lost his armor, he lost his fucking armor and all that shit.
The worm probably shot him out. That's it.
Came on the other end of the planet.
The worm shat me the fuck out, and
That's
I
it,
had to
man.
have my armor on me.
That's
Some dude
it.
jumped me inside the worm that was already living inside of it.
He took my armor and he flew out.
And I've
Oh,
searched
all right.
for him since
You
covered in
see Boba
shit.
Fett shaking his fist at him from the inside the Sarlacc.
I'll catch you.
And who is it? Is it Luke? It's Luke that sends him right to the pit.
No,
No,
he
Han.
falls to the
Solo? It was
Blind
Solo.
Han. It was blind.
He
It
was
was blind.
blind and
Han.
like somebody was leading him. I think it was Chewie.
Yeah, the shot.
No, it was Lando.
Lando.
Oh, okay.
And he's
Yeah,
like, the left, and oh no, Chewie was like Boba Fett, and he's like, Boba Fett where? And like he did that shit, like, he just hit him
Boba
with
Fett,
the-
yeah. Boba Fett, what?
He was probably like, and tell that nigga Solo, fuck him too. I'm inside the fucking, fuck that
As he
nigga,
was falling, Solo, fuck you.
fuck you, Solo.
I would have loved to see a Boba and Luke moment. Like, why? I'm like, wait, I know you.
What the fuck are you doing here? That makes sense. That they left. Boba was the one that stayed out on the ship,
Yeah.
so the whole Luke and him thing didn't happen.
That's
Too
true.
many, too
Because
many
Luke
bad
would have probably
memories,
lit that
though.
nigga up.
Too many bad memories, though, bro.
Luke would have probably lit that nigga up, would have killed him, and then continued the civil conversation over here with you guys. And poor Boba.
Like, oh shit! Flashback.
Gonna hide inside a closet.
And the PTSD.
I hope blind Han Solo's not with him.
Yeah, for that
Comes out
blind
of the
guy.
spaceship. Where's Boba Fett?
Shoots him again. Randomly just shoots him again.
Why is he so blind?
I was cured for this.
Yeah, but
Nah, like season 3, I think season 3 coming up. I really like. I think it's gonna be like about Mandalore, like the whole battle for Mandalore again.
Yeah, he has a sword. Someone has
Yeah,
to beat him
so-
up to take it.
he has a sword now. Boda, what's gonna happen with that? Is she gonna challenge him or?
I think
Well,
so.
I think they're gonna go to the planet to see what really happened to it. If it's really just a planet of ice that the Empire turned it into, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Glass.
So glass, yeah. So
Blast.
Bo-Katan says that's bullshit. That Mandalore still, it's still there.
Still on
It's just
top.
like that. The Empire was just spreading false information about it. So we might see the Mandalore homeland and just
And
see
people
all that
fucking
shit.
warring over there.
Yeah,
Probably still warring because if they're still up, then they gotta be like warring out there.
we'll see. There's no leader right now, so it's gonna be probably a bunch of fractions fighting for power. We might see more characters from the anime series, like from Rebels. There's one Mandalorian character, it's called Sabine, which is like the young Mandalorian character on the show, and she's the one who found the dark saber.
That's what I thought that lady was.
Which lady?
The
Bo-Katan?
redhead
Bo-Katan.
lady, Mandalorian lady.
Yeah,
Oh
Bo-Katan.
yeah, yeah.
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. But yeah, but she was a character in the Clone Wars, and she came out in Rebels too.
Yeah.
So she was like, but like there was another Mandalorian there too, like from Rebels, that she was like younger, right before like the rebellion really started taking off, and she's the one that found the
The
black
dark saber.
saber, the dark saber, because Darth Maul had the dark saber for a while too
Oh,
cool.
in the Clone Wars. So that's just been passed around for a bit.
Shit.
So we might see some more history about that shit in the next season, which is exciting.
so the dark saber is
It's like a title belt.
Is it a Sith
Yeah.
weapon?
No, it's a
Is it a-
Mandalorian weapon.
It's
Or
a
I think
Mandalorian
Originally
weapon.
Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, it's a Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
it
the
was
King's
It was a
Blade.
Jedi weapon. It was a Mandalorian who was a Jedi, and he created his lightsaber that
Oh,
way.
okay.
And I think at one point he left the Jedi Order to rule Mandalore, some shit like that, to go back and rule. And he had the saber with him, and that was like a thing that was passed down to the rightful heir to the throne.
Yeah, I want them to do something like a series or something like with the Old Republic and shit like that. Knights of the Old Republic and anthology
They're
type
doing
shit.
something like that, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're doing the High Republic.
Oh,
The
that's
High
right.
Republic that's coming out, which is going to be like the glory, the
Like
peak
anthology.
of the
With the Jedi Order.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
you
the
see
peak.
like a bunch of cool stories. You see like a young Yoda probably eventually at one point of the show.
They're probably gonna bring back
Yeah.
Darth Brevin.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're gonna see young. What was the guy that Qui-Gon? Qui-Gon Jinn?
High
well,
Republic was like hundreds of years before Qui-Gon.
yeah.
Yeah, but we'll
Well,
probably get to see
actually-
his master and like shit like that, and
Well,
then the
actually,
Obi-Wan
supposedly-
Kenobi movies coming out also. Or
Yeah,
series.
well, actually, the Acolyte, that was like the rise of the Empire towards the end of the High Republic. So they say the end of the High Republic was like 50 years before Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So you might see maybe we might see
Young,
a young Qui-Gon towards the
Qui-Gon.
end of it,
yeah,
a Padawan type of shit.
and him training Obi-Wan. It'll
Don't
probably
do that
it'll
shit.
probably like end right like with young Obi-Wan before Phantom Menace.
Yeah, most likely. Who knows? or just they were just excited to have some Jedi stories about the Skywalkers or any of that
Yeah,
mythology.
I was hoping like it was gonna be something.
Yeah, we get to
Oh,
build up.
No, yeah. The High Republic is definitely gonna be like its own thing. It's gonna be like a
nice.
big story about Skywalkers or any other lore that Star Wars had before.
Yeah, before the good old days
Yeah.
when the Jedi Order was on and popping.
Yep.
Nice.
They're thinking about. I also read they might at some point they're gonna have to have Samuel L. Jackson's character in it.
Yeah.
Well, if they
Mace
want to bring
Windu.
him back, yeah, if they want
Mace
to bring him
Windu.
back. They could find a way to bring him back, but
Yeah.
it has to make sense though.
Yeah.
One theory is that he was the one that saved Grogu
Mm-hmm.
from the massacre.
Ooh.
Grogu, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Mind you, that dude's missing mad limbs. He's walking around like a stump.
I was
Yup.
thrown off of a building with lightning, so
Yeah.
probably got
Yeah, it
a
was
lot
so
of extra
fucked.
damage.
He was real fucked. If he didn't die, goddamn.
Yeah, if he survived that shit, he's
Goddamn. Nah, he
he's a bad motherfucker.
he transported into
Trooper.
into his Nick Fury role.
He got teleported to Earth.
He got teleported to Earth and he became Nick Fury.
That's how I got the. Oh no, I think it was a cat, right?
Yeah.
He went to Kingdom Hearts.
It was nothing that cool. It was a
He's in
cat.
Kingdom Hearts world.
He's gonna show up in Kingdom Hearts, because now Disney owns fucking
Everything.
everything. So so now we can see probably Luke Skywalker in the next Kingdom Hearts or Grogu in the next
Oh, yeah?
Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts.
Yeah,
Very cool.
that'd be dope.
But yeah,
That'd be
bro.
dope right there. A lot
So
of exciting Star Wars stuff, man. A lot of stuff coming out soon.
Yeah.
What else we got?
we got well, I was gonna mention just to segue into probably what we're gonna talk about anyways. It's probably gonna be Marvel or something. Like I said earlier, the chance of them like seeing them what they're doing with Star Wars kind of gives a lot of hope towards the series that are coming out with Marvel. And then I also read leading into Marvel that they might cast M'Baku as Black Panther. So they might turn M'Baku into the new Black Panther.
I wouldn't be
Well,
mad
he-
at that.
I
And,
wouldn't be mad at that,
Yeah, he was a fan favorite, so
That's true.
there's a lot of theories going around who's gonna be on the mantle. They were talking about
The sister.
the sister, the love interest from the first one, that she might come back and take it.
Okay.
Which a lot of people were like, "Oh, that'd be cool." She is Lupita. She is a famous actress that could take on a lead role like that.
Yeah.
What sucks
Yeah.
is we're not gonna get to see. I mean, unless they I think they're gonna have to recast a male
Nah,
role
man.
because we're not gonna be able to see Storm and and
Nah,
T'Challa.
yeah.
Like, why would we not be able to see? Or if they SJW that shit,
Nah, bro.
now
it's that-
Storm is lesbian. like wow.
Feige said that they're not recasting at all. That's it. They're not recasting.
They're probably gonna have to deep fake that shit. I don't know, bro.
Nah, it's not happening, bro.
He's
It's
gonna
not
add
like
Storm with the
T'Challa's
mohawk and
gonna-
make her lesbian.
No Storm. We're not gonna see T'Challa and Storm. That's crazy.
But that's something that was like not that was new. That was already like
Yeah.
That was
That was a great idea.
that was a good idea, but
I can live without it.
yeah, it wasn't like a big part of our arc.
Yeah.
They'll be happy with Storm and X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, did you guys? Speaking of X-Men, did you guys? I imagine you did. You watched the New Mutants, the movie?
I haven't seen it.
No.
You haven't seen it?
I have no interest to see it.
Didn't hear anything good about it.
Got
I saw the what's it called, the what's that shit called, the pitch meetings.
trailer?
I saw the pitch meetings.
Oh, the picture.
That's kind of like watching the movie.
Yeah.
Green Rat.
When-
What do
so
you guys think?
I pretty much know what happens. So
Yeah, no, it's not great.
yeah, I
That's
know.
why it's not great because one, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be in a way the horror psychological X-Men. You know, like it's supposed to be that genre of the X-Men universe. And it doesn't even get that right. Like it's just not exciting. You're not involved. You're not in love with the characters. The only one that's cool is what's the Russian girl?
Ileana.
The one with the sword. Yeah,
Yeah, Magic.
Yeah, I was
Magic.
gonna say,
She's the only character that out of the entire movie that's out of them being whacked, she's the only one that you're kind of like, oh, that character's cool. That character could have a future. And then the effects aren't that bad. It's just that the story is just.
do they ever call her Magic?
Yeah, they call her Magic.
Okay.
Yeah, but it like into the like towards the end of the movie, she uses her powers and shit like that. I mean, I would watch it just to. I watched it just to know how shitty it was. To be honest, like I was in PR and I was like trying to fall asleep and I ended up watching it. But I don't know, man. No bueno.
I didn't even bother watching Dark Phoenix.
I haven't seen Dark Phoenix. That I'm not even gonna like touch. Not even gonna touch. Bro, I the one with Apocalypse, I watched like 10 minutes of it and I turned that shit off. I was like, I can't.
I saw the whole thing.
I saw
God, probably all of it.
Which one you saw? Dark Phoenix?
No, Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, that was like the last straw for me. I was like, you know what? I'm not watching.
Yeah, me too.
The last good one was.
and we're back to bashing Fox X-Men.
So easy to bash.
It's so
easy to bash. Yeah, we're not gonna go down that route. We're gonna spend all night. We're gonna spend all night.
No, we eventually, after like some episodes, we don't talk about it. We eventually come back with full force hate.
It always comes back.
It always
It
comes
just
back.
boils up inside, and it has to come out.
It's one of those things. Yeah, you know what I was thinking about the other day, like how Marvel's mad smart that they didn't announce any X-Men shit, because that would make people watch all of the shit that's coming out now to see if they mention some X-Men shit in it.
Yeah, now we're like, they're trying to fuck with us, man.
Yeah.
Man, miss this shit, so I'm gonna watch.
Didn't announce it. I'm gonna watch everything to see where it is right now.
Look at the background, man. Look at the background.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. That's Wolverine, yo.
How do you guys see them implementing besides the little hints that they're probably gonna retcon or build upon? Are you think they're gonna come in through WandaVision? Where do you guys see them?
That's what we're talking about in the last podcast. There's like so many options that like the X-Men could come into the MCU right now. It's ridiculous because there's so many fucking
so many inputs.
Yeah, I think you could just pop them anywhere. Like,
yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's coming because you're gonna mention the Fantastic Four film and you're not gonna say nothing about the X-Men. And you know, everybody was like waiting for the X-Men news to pop up that day once the Fantastic Four, and they didn't get it. So Marvel's not stupid. They're gonna have some shit with mutants down the line, but who knows where? It could be with the Eternals. It could be with WandaVision. It could be anything. It could be with the multiverse shit.
Definitely, they got a lot of ways to plug it in.
It could be how Deadpool. There's gonna be Deadpool 3 is gonna be.
Deadpool 3 is coming.
Yeah.
I do want to get like drip feeds of like D-class mutants here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then like the X-Men are gonna probably reveal themselves.
Yeah, they're also, you know, gonna be bringing back it seems they're gonna be bringing back the Netflix series, like the ones, but now in Disney and now, you know, in their way. So I read that they already, you know, want the girl that played what's her name, Jessica Jones. They already want her back.
John Bernthal.
All I heard was like fans though, are like saying that they want.
The Save Daredevil campaign and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean they should.
Oh, yeah, definitely for Daredevil.
Definitely, at least Daredevil. Out of all of them, or have, you know, all of them in every other episode, or, you know, in every other season, have them, like, all of them don't need. I don't think all of them need to have a show.
No, that's the thing I was gonna say too. Like, not for nothing that the Netflix shows had like at least 2 seasons. Each show had at least 2 seasons. So, you know, I was like, all right, you got that much. Because like with all the shit that Marvel's announcing right now, that's not really, you're really not gonna see anything from these characters like down the road, like 5+ years down the road right now with all the shit they got coming out.
Yeah, with all the delays also.
Yeah, what makes sense is you could have a character pop in into some other shit. Like they were saying Daredevil could pop into She-Hulk
Spider-Man.
easily.
I'm
Spider-Man
hearing
3 pop
him.
up too.
Yep. Yeah, I'm hearing about the Spider-Man movie. Like Daredevil's gonna be coming out there. Like a lot. Apparently, a lot of people are gonna be in the fucking Spider-Man movie.
And the Spider-Man, yeah, the Spider-Man movie is gonna be the neighborhood, everybody come together
It's
movie.
gonna be fucking crowded as fuck.
Yeah. I heard Tom Holland's making a cameo in that movie.
Yeah, cameos.
They're all gonna be on the fucking 7 train and shit. Like, oh look, oh it's Daredevil. Oh hey, how you doing?
Yeah, you know that meme I sent you guys about they don't know I'm gonna play the Wonderwall right now. They had one with Tom Holland as a guy. He's like, they don't know this is my movie. And they have everybody else that's in the movie. He's like, they had like Toby heads pasted on one of the bodies and shit like that. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I mean, Spider-Man looks like it's gonna be that movie where all the Netflix guys are gonna pop up. It's gonna be the cameo movie.
Yeah, but I don't think they're just gonna have like some shit like.
Nah.
He's not gonna have that shit be like mad chaotic for no reason, you know. I think they're gonna have a
They'll build up
storyline.
for it.
I think a lot of shit's gonna be like quick cameos. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of like. I don't think it's gonna be like a Spider-Verse movie. I think it's gonna have something to do with the multiverse, but I think it's gonna have to deal with him having his identity exposed to the world at some point. So there's a lot of shit going on. So that's for them just to focus on Spider-Verse. I don't think that's gonna happen in this film. It's gonna happen down the line eventually, I think, but not with Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man 3 is gonna be his own thing. But I think this is just gonna be just a lot of quick cameo shit for people
That's
to be like,
what I
oh, look at all this cool shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be those quick cameos, those little egg or what are they called? The egg something?
Easter egg.
Easter eggs.
Eggs.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
There you go. It'll probably be that Easter egg type shit.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about X-Men. Like we're gonna see a bunch of little Easter eggs. Like look at the New Mutants wearing they like in the Essex lab or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
it's
that's
like-
that was when Fox was trying to build like
Yeah.
get a plan together finally. With
Mhm.
You could put their Essex Labs like somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like have the label Essex Lab show up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Essex was mentioned in Logan too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Apocalypse at the end.
I can't
It's
tell
not
you, bro. I only
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
They
I
never
saw-
even did Mr. Sinister, did they?
No,
No.
they never
No.
did.
But that's-
They-
So much and they never did Mr.
Yeah.
Sinister.
never did them, bro.
They set him up so much and they never followed through with it because it got bought out by Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
If they
Yeah.
didn't get bought up by Marvel, they probably would have tackled Mr. Sinister.
Is New Mutants under Marvel or was that still under Fox?
That was
Like
Fox.
No,
prior?
yeah, Fox prior. Yeah, that was supposed to come out years before. It was supposed to come out like a year before Fox sold to Marvel to Disney.
Yeah.
It's been like 2 years or something.
Yeah, because at first they didn't want to compete against Deadpool 2, so they moved it up. Then it was like that, they moved it up. Then it's like Disney bought them out, moved it again. COVID moved it again, and it finally came out, and it was just a piece of shit. Like people knew it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should have even released it.
Yeah,
That was a
movie
waste.
was cursed.
Yeah, that shit was garbage. So it had a lot of good actors in it. That was like, oh, maybe they could use down
Maybe
the
they could do
line.
it justice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wrong.
Maybe it was an introduction to them, and
Nah,
But
some
it
people
seemed
were
more-
speculating it was gonna be like the MCU. This is gonna be like the intro into the MCU shit. I was like, nah, Marvel's not gonna do it that way.
nah.
No.
On a movie that had no hand in making and shit. Nah,
That's
no,
true.
not.
Yeah.
Just redo the New Mutants.
Yeah, just don't even need to do them like anytime soon either.
They'll
Like,
even do them until like
yeah,
50
later.
years from now or some shit.
Like,
Yeah.
you got bad X-Men shit to flesh
Yeah.
out before we get to even New Mutants.
they got the Gambit solo movie to do.
Yeah, that we've been waiting on for.
The one that everybody's been asking for.
Yeah, where's the
No.
Gambit movie?
Everybody
No,
and
that's-
Channing Tatum has been asking for that movie.
yeah.
Where's Magic Mike?
At least that's what
Right.
Channing Tatum is saying. Me and everybody are asking for the Gambit movie.
I wouldn't even be mad if X-Men is not even a movie and it's a series. Like I would like
I
it for it
prefer
to be
series.
more series. I would like it for it to be more series than it be a movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind
better
the
series.
movie as an introduction, like a movie as an introduction to the series, and then continue this.
It's I think it's a smarter move because it's well, unless they, yeah, you know what? Because I was thinking something else.
They could make up all the failures that they had with the series, like that other X-Men series they had recently, the live action one, the one with Magneto's daughter, the one Polaris.
Oh yeah. Shit, I forgot the name of that shit already.
That was garbage
From
too.
the 90s.
No, it was like it was
live
recently a couple years. It was a live
Couple years
action
I forgot the
X-Men
name of
film.
it.
It had
I forgot the name of it, but it had like a
Polaris. It had
Warpath.
Warpath.
They had Sunspot, but it wasn't really Sunspot because at the time it was gonna be Sunspot, but like the New Mutants movie was being made, so they didn't want to use Sunspot in the TV show, so they changed the character's name and his powers up a little bit. But it's pretty much supposed to be Sunspot, and it's just like it was interesting. It was an interesting concept. Like I saw, like the first season was all right. Like they had good points. It had some cool characters. Like Blink was all right.
Blink was in it.
They had the Ferris twins. They were like the good guys in this.
Von Strucker's children.
The Von Strucker kids, and at one point you had like a new version of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And
that's what it was leading to. It was leading like into like the Brotherhood shit.
Yeah, I didn't watch like the second season. I just watched the first season because I heard the second season was like, eh.
It was the end, and they cut it.
Yeah. So I knew it was gonna get canceled. So I was like, I don't want to spend my time getting invested in this shit.
I want to say Mutant X, but I know that's not it.
No, that was good. That was the 90s. That was like late 90s.
Yeah. The 90s one was Generation X.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a TV movie, which was fucking.
That was a TV movie. That was a TV show. It was just like one.
It was a movie.
It was supposed to be a TV show afterwards. It was supposed to be a series. The movie was like the pilot or whatever.
Yeah.
That was going to lead into the series, but for some reason.
So I remember it was a cliffhanger, and I never saw anything ever again from that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
The only memorable part of that movie for me was when at the end they came out in the costumes.
Yeah, I was about to say they do that shit when they get the costumes at the end of the movie.
I don't even remember that.
There it is.
Yeah.
I just remember Banshee, and that's it.
Yeah. And Skin. I remember like Skin was like Mr. Fantastic, that his arm just stretched.
He did this. Like one scene, the fake arm go forward.
Yeah, there was one scene that he was leaving, and like his little sister grabbed his arm and it was like stretching, and he was like, "Maria, stop, Maria!" Like, they're exposing my.
I remember I looked it up. The Gifted.
Oh, The Gifted. There you go.
There you
go. Yes, I remember that. Okay, yes, it was a TV show.
And it was a Gifted because it was still like Fox. Like, I mean, was it Fox?
It was Fox.
It was Fox.
Yeah.
But they couldn't use the word. They couldn't use the word mutant, which Marvel was using the Gifted. Because Fox could use the word mutants, right? That was what they could do, and Marvel couldn't do.
Yeah,
Marvel didn't have the rights to mutants.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, Fox was mutants.
But then that whole shit got like retconned, like right after. Like there's that whole debacle with the two Quicksilvers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was so stupid, bro. Same character in two different universes.
Oh, one of them survived, and he's dead.
Yeah.
In that one.
Yeah. And one of them got rocked right away too.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy. One movie into the MCU.
Maybe WandaVision will bring him back.
Yeah, there's a rumor somebody might come back in that.
Well, he'll be the only Quicksilver that'll continue. I guess the other guy's gonna get fired then.
Well, most of the Fox people are not gonna be playing anything in the MCU anyway.
Yeah.
But
we got that.
Those guys. Even though Quicksilver was a fan, like people like the Fox's Quicksilver.
He has some good scenes.
Yeah,
definitely. He's a good actor too.
Yeah, Days of Future Past, and they did the same thing in Apocalypse, and they were just being a dead horse after that.
Yeah, that was a wrap.
They got one cool scene in the movie, and that's it.
Yeah, but what's up with Method Man trying to get a role though?
Yeah, everybody knows Method Man and most of the Wu-Tang Clan are big comic book fans.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So he's trying to I remember when he was trying to go for the Bishop.
Yeah.
He was trying to campaign for Bishop Matt hard. But like we said, there's nothing for the X-Men coming up anytime soon.
Yeah.
And Bishop will be like the furthest thing in their mind at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And there's a lot of better actors who like Bishop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that Method is bad. I just don't see him in the role of Bishop. I don't see
For a
Bishop.
lower budget X-Men movie, I could see him in that role.
I mean, he is Diesel. You know,
Yeah, he's
man.
big.
It's not that he doesn't have the physique to be.
He looks like him.
Definitely, he would have to grow a mullet and shit. Imagine Meth with a mullet.
Oh yeah, the Bishop Jerry curls.
Bishop Jerry curls,
Like Bishop had like a high top, but with Jerry curls in the back.
Jerry curls and shit.
that'd be considered like retro now. You know what I mean? If they do it in the movies, because they all just have a man from the future with Jerry curls. And
Yeah, but then he came from the future. What the hell?
Yeah, the future Jerry curls are still popping, my dude.
I'm saying he could be like a hipster. You know, these hipsters take fashion from back in the
That's
day.
true.
Back in the day, he's a hipster.
Bishop could be a black hipster.
That's the name of the episode right there. Bishop, the black hipster.
The
I'm
black
a hipster in the future.
hipster.
The future.
In the future.
Remember Soul Glow from Coming to America?
It's
I'm
all
being
around.
ironic.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was talking to Elm about it over text the other day, with Meth, and I don't see him as Bishop, but I mentioned maybe he should have chased after a role in Static X. That probably would have been something that he would have fit in that. It's a movie, right? Static X is gonna be a movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be a live action.
But not
movie.
as Static
there
X,
he-
though.
No, not as Static X. In Static X,
Okay.
not as Static.
It just seems to me like he just really wants to be an X-Men. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's like, which was the black X-Men?
Yeah,
I'll be
It's
that.
not-
Nah, he actually has a podcast about comic books.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, so he's like he knows his shit. But I think like Bishop is probably his favorite character, I guess, for some reason. I don't know.
Probably. Probably that-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just assume he's the big X-Men fan because I think I'm a more X-Men fan than I am a Marvel fan.
Yeah,
I've always been like that. So
but
it's
his thing
like,
was like Johnny Blaze too. His thing was Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, shit. Method Man. He was always running about.
He was
like,
always
he went by Johnny
hinting.
Blaze
Yeah.
at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was always hinting at his comic book geekness. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about Meth. Damn, I forgot. It was gonna be good too. I was thinking about it then.
I'll allow it though. Ghost Rider, Method Man.
Johnny Blaze.
I'll allow it. It gets a for Diablo seal of approval.
Method Man as Johnny Blaze. I approve it.
I approve it.
Then he's already in the MCU. He's the guy that he's as himself. Fucking he did the song for
Luke
for
Cage.
this dude, for Luke Cage.
Oh right, so he's already in that world. So
He's already in the Marvel. He's already in the MCU.
There's the Method Man in MCU.
then
Nice.
if he becomes Bishop in the X-Men movie, then they have to mention in that movie like, my God, you look like Method Man.
Yeah.
You look exactly like Method Man, Mr. MATHOD.
Yeah, he's my
Man.
great grandfather.
He starts spitting and shit to cow. All that I need from you. If you want to.
A random ass character, fucking Bishop, bro.
Was Bishop? Oh, this is the question that I had. Was Bishop the first African American in the X-Men cartoons?
Nah,
Like as a black character?
nah.
Who was the first
Cartoons?
black character to pop
Storm.
up in the cartoon?
Cartoons or the
Oh,
comics?
Storm. Oh yeah, Storm.
Yeah.
But male.
oh,
Black
Just-
male?
In the not as an X
nitpicking.
as an X-Men.
isn't Forge like half black or something like that?
Nah, he's
American.
all Native American.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
He's
what
trying
it
to take Forge away from Native Americans, Ernie.
is. My bad.
Even though they got mad characters,
they're only
they have mad
represented-
characters in the X-Men, man. They have like 3 characters. They have Forge and Warpath and
Warpath.
and
Thunderbird.
I was gonna say T-Hawk.
Yeah.
That's in Street Fighter, bro. Wrong universe.
Oh, yeah.
Nightwolf.
Who were the other black characters besides Storm? Like I remember like the politicians and stuff. Like they had some of the humans, like the regular humans that were petitioning against the mutants and shit. They should have, but like as a mutant,
Same
No,
with
I don't like. I don't
Generation
like
X.
yeah.
yeah, and there were the people who lived like the mutants who lived in the underground also. There were like a
The
few
Morlocks.
The
black,
Morlocks.
the Morlocks.
Nah,
Nah, but they
Bishop
weren't
was,
all black.
Like Bishop, yeah,
yeah,
not all of them
Only black. Bishop was the first black guy to be featured in X-Men in cartoons.
in cartoons.
I don't know.
That's probably why Meth. That's probably why Meth really identifies with the role. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's a cartoon, yeah, pretty much, most likely. I could see him as Nighthawk, which is like Marvel's version of Batman, since he's black and
Oh, yeah.
that's something different he could do. He's built for it.
Yeah.
That's
He
true.
could do that.
Watch
I was-
Meth might end up with the role of Black Panther, bro. That
I
would be
think
fun.
he's
You know what? Meth wants the role. We're gonna give him a role here. You're Black Panther now.
that's it. Black Panther.
Wu-Tanga forever.
Tanga.
Once
Tanga
M'Baku becomes Black Panther, he could replace him as Manape and like actually become like Manape, like wear the hilarious gorilla costume that only shows his face.
Show his face like the old school one.
It's like a onesie gorilla pajamas.
White fur.
Has a butt flap on it.
M'Baku.
Oh man.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, Meth chasing that role. He'll get it. I think he'll get a good role eventually.
Or something. He's working with Marvel on the podcast, so
Even as an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, they might throw him a little something there.
Oh man, I'll be pissed if they give me an Agents of Shield role.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is over.
Yeah, season's
Series
over
finished.
already.
They cut that out. But yeah. It'll be cool also if they implement like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. finish and they implement them into like these new fucking movies and shit. Because Coulson like left to do the series.
Everybody
And
still
now-
thinks Coulson is dead, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, from the like on the Avengers end, yeah, I believe.
Oh yeah, Nick Fury still knows Nick Fury knows he's alive.
Nick Fury knows he's alive.
Yeah. He knows the deal.
I mean, he's no longer alive because at the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he's a fucking android because he keeps dying.
Oh really?
Yeah, he dies in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. finally.
He dies.
Oh,
so, like,
shit.
Yeah, he
He
dies.
eventually
for real.
dies.
Yeah. I forgot
he-
about that.
he whatever was keeping him alive basically ended up infecting him and ended up killing him, and then he ends up dying and they bring him back as like a fucking intelligent android shit clone.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, I mean, they have a lot of things to bring into the MCU,
Yeah. We'll see.
including Mr. META show D man.
The meth. The meth.
Cow. I don't know what else we got.
We got people angry over the Cyberpunk
Oh,
2077.
Man, people are enraged because of those bugs, man. Like
That's
there's,
So, yeah,
What
there's
is it exactly that's going wrong? Like I'm hearing like the old gen stuff can't handle.
yo,
yeah, nah.
let's start there with the old gens. So this game was announced during the PS3, Xbox 360 era.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It was like before PS4.
So you would think that like by this time for PS4 and Xbox One it'll be fine, but nah,
Exactly.
this thing is bad. It does not run
Yeah.
those systems.
They gave up on it because they skipped to like all the new PC tech was coming out.
Yeah.
So they were like, you know what? We're just gonna fucking glance over the fucking what's gonna be considered old gen by the time of a release, and we're just gonna focus on the PC end. So PS4 and Xbox last gen fucking suffered, took the
was-
L
It was so bad that Sony removed Cyberpunk from its
from the
game
store
store.
and refunded whoever wanted the
Yeah.
refund,
Mm-hmm.
which should be everyone. My friend bought it on PS4, bro, and I was like, "Why did you do that?" He's like, "Oh, my PC can't handle it right now." I was like, "All right." And then as soon as I sent him the article about the refunds, he was like, "Yeah, I just bumped into a bunch of glitches right now. Like my character was holding the gun without its arm, so it's just a floating gun." And and then you sleep the way. Have you seen the memes of how they sleep with the fucking? They sleep like this, and all you see is like the hand like this on the fucking sleeping animation. Like who sleeps like this? Like literally, you see this in your screen when you put your character to sleep.
Like the
Damn,
only
bro.
glitch I experienced that like annoyed me was where when I'm like sneaking around and like I knock somebody out, like to carry the bodies, like you have to hold R, but tapping R picks up a weapon and equips it immediately. So when you knock people out, their weapons fall to the floor too. So when you're picking them up, like if you hold R for too long, it'll pick up the weapon and pick them up at the same time. So you'll see the gun floating and the body in your
Your
shoulders,
body just floating
and
on
you
your shoulder.
won't be able to drop them until you reload the game.
That's like,
Yeah.
ah man, publisher really fucked up.
But I don't know. I haven't been experiencing much glitches. Like there's also one where I keep my subtitles off, and every once in a while a subtitle text will appear in the bottom and get stuck there until I reload the game.
Yeah, it's like minor glitches. Like you can still
Yeah,
like
for me it's been
the game
minor.
is playable for PC. The game is playable. It has
Yeah.
its glitches, but it's playable. For fucking last gen consoles, it's playable, but you're gonna bump into like unplayable shit.
I
But
saw a
how's the
video of
game?
somebody walking up to a character in the game in the PS4 version,
Mhm.
and it was just a bunch of boxes. The character, like beige boxes.
I'd be so pissed if I was buying that shit on the PS4. Like, why? Like, even they had mad time to develop this game. Why? Why the props still?
Because they needed more time. That was the thing.
Yeah, they needed more time. The
The
game is
problem was
very
that the publisher wanted them to release it as fast as possible during the Christmas season
before the
to
Christmas
get that
season.
cash
Yeah.
money.
So the greed
Because
fucked it up.
COVID hit the company hard as fuck, so they wanted to pay their employees. So
Got
it's they took their L's with reason, but the reasons kind of ended up hurting them in the end.
Hmm.
And also as I'm like the conspiracy theorist in me just makes it so that they release a shitty game for the last gen in order for people to be like, oh, now I need to now I really need to
Upgrade.
hunt, because if this game is not running in this console this way, what's gonna happen? And they're not gonna release more games, then I'm obviously need to upgrade. So it's kind of PR stuntish to me in a way. Not a bad PR stunt. It's smart, but as a consumer, it's kind of like, yeah, fuck you guys. Why you made me buy this game and this game isn't even complete? Why do you even release it?
Yeah,
These
they
consoles?
should have waited longer.
Yeah.
Or not release it for PS4 and
Oh yeah,
fucking
I don't think they should have released for PS4 and Xbox One.
yeah.
Those
No,
things
they
are
should've-
super underpowered, and they should not be
Mhm.
running Cyberpunk.
Yeah, yeah. Like what? Like you knew like what you're aiming for and what these systems are capable of, and you still.
They already that game was in development for so long, and the PS4 and the Xbox this last generation had already reached its peak in performance. Like they already pushed it
Oh,
to
yeah.
its max. Like you're not gonna make it do more than it already did for
Yeah.
that many years. What was the window for that generation? Like 6-7 years? It wasn't even 10, I think.
More. It was more. It was like 10 years or something.
It was 10 years?
Yeah.
God damn,
Or,
time
yeah.
flies. The
My
Xbox One lasted that long? 10 years? That's crazy.
I think that's what it was, like 10 years.
Usually, yeah, they usually that lasts a decade. Like each generation lasts close to a decade
Like
or
usually
almost
8 years.
8 to 10 years usually.
Yeah, yeah. It was probably more
But
closer.
PS4 and Xbox One lasted the longest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. I would never thought that.
Because they had
Yeah,
those upgrades in between.
Yeah, they had the Xbox One S
Mm.
and the
PS4 Pro.
PS4 Pro.
Bro, they had like the Slim or some shit like that.
Yeah, they
the
always-
slim models.
Yeah.
They always do that shit. They always upgrade.
What I want to know about Cyberpunk though is like why do you customize your genitals and you don't ever show it for never
Yeah,
forever?
the only
How do you customize
time you
your
see your
character?
genitals is during the sex scenes, and when you take off all your armor in the inventory menu, and that's it.
Yeah, you don't even see your character. It's fucking first person. So
Yeah, in first person, if you're naked and you look down, you just see yourself
you
going
see
down the way.
There's no point.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I was like, "Where's my dick?"
Yeah.
all the time customizing it.
But I spent so many hours working on it, and now
Yeah,
I
Work
don't
on
get
this
to see my work.
masterpiece. I don't even get to see my fucking wang. But
Next,
you could,
like,
there's probably gonna be mods where you could fucking run around naked and shit.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm definitely downloading the naked mod.
Fucking, fucking.
It flaps too. Like
Yeah.
when you load the inventory and the character loads, you see the dick flap.
You see the balls wiggle and shit.
Yeah, but why though? What was the purpose of that shit? Just have something to
Yeah.
talk.
Just be like, yo, we're the type of game that you can even customize your fucking dick.
I'm a
We
sucker for
got them
customization,
graphics.
so I'm super down for that shit.
Customize the butthole and shit. The next game, you
Yeah,
can
cause my
customize.
butthole, butt hairs, everything.
Like, why just like? I would see like, what's the max it could go? You know what I mean? Like, does it like,
Yeah, a little foot longer and shit.
yeah, like whether it interfere with the way you walk and shit after a while? Like,
I would love that.
That would be crazy. There's probably gonna be mods. You know, there's gonna. Be
Oh yeah,
mods. There's already mods, probably.
there's already mods for this game, and there's gonna be thousands of mods by
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of the year.
There'd be dudes with gray sweatpant mods with the outline on.
You just do the mod with the black guy sitting at the edge of the bed with the big ass dick.
Oh,
Just be that guy running around. Be the WhatsApp black guy. What I know that WhatsApp.
Yo, you have a lot of opportunities to be in like gay relationships in this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You know,
I
SJWs
I
got to
completed
get
this
in.
mission like, and at the end we were celebrating at the roof of this abandoned like water container thing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time in the mission was like, well, this guy invited me
What
to
faction did you pick, by the way?
what?
What faction did you pick, by the way?
Nomad.
No, man. Okay. So what happened? So you up there?
So yeah, I'm up there and like they give me the choice to like say cheers and drink the thing, cheers to his family, cheers to the kids or whatever, and the last choice was cheers and kiss him, which I did not choose.
I thought that's what you're getting at. But
We all know what.
I
Oh,
tongued
man.
him.
It's
Nice.
I got it.
Bro. I mean, your
I tried to
character's
get with this girl
sexuality-
in the game who turned out to be a lesbian, so I couldn't get with her at all.
Damn. Your character is so unlucky.
You
I know,
should,
right?
Sexually
no
frustrated.
Yo, this game is
Yeah.
fucking weird though, man. There was one mission where like this guy just at the end of the mission he ends up crucified for a TV show.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like this game is just outrageous just to be outrageous.
seems like it.
It's like
it's a lot like Grand Theft Auto. You know,
Yeah.
like
That's what I
the
was gonna get to.
magnifying lens on society type
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, social criticism.
Yeah.
Message.
Like
Yes.
that's
Basically.
it seems like a
Basic.
plausible future of what we could be going on our way to, you know, like everybody has like tech in their bodies implanted and shit like that. That's really normal. You could like load up shit into your thing.
Yeah, it's very Ghost in a Shell type future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody has like Kano eyes.
Is what those conspiracy theorists think that like we're gonna be chipped and shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
basically.
here everybody's definitely chipped.
Yeah. You got a fucking USB on your back, right?
Yeah, you have like a SD card reader in your neck and shit.
Everyone's chipped in that fucking. By 2077, we're all
That's
getting
it, bro.
chipped.
Yep.
But we still
Somebody
got a
told me
few
like,
years.
all right, jack in, and like we see my character pull out a wire from his wrist and plug it into a computer.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
we're definitely gonna be fucking fully androided out.
Well, that's what Tesla's trying to do. They're trying to put cybernetics in niggas' brains right now and shit. So,
Telling you the rise of
I'll take eye implants.
Kind of.
I mean, that's
Yeah, like get like information in my
Yeah.
eyeballs and shit,
yeah, that
I'll
would be
take that.
dope.
or like
I'll fuck-
super like hydraulic legs to like jump super high.
Machine gun legs, man. That's what I want. Machine gun legs.
Chainsaw arms.
So
go around. They're not practical at all, but
And they're just
I'll take
old
back
rusty
those.
chainsaws.
Freddy's gonna be Freddy's gonna be that weirdo with technology. He's gonna be like 70 years old. All these fucking crazy mods.
these chainsaws are from the early 2000s.
My tongue shoots lasers.
And have the weirdest shit with his fucking android body. His customizations are gonna be all fucked up.
Like, I'm gonna change my eyes real quick. Boop.
Boop.
My
Yeah,
peers were doing like in a game. I did it. It's happened.
My dick could stand 20 feet now.
The future is definitely gonna be fucking weird,
It's gonna
man.
be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Could be
fun and weird.
And
I mean,
the
post pandemic future.
there you go.
Well, yeah, man. What else we got? I think we talked about everything. Does anyone have anything else?
Nah, I think so.
Sorry,
Oh.
the topic I put in.
We could go in on Cobra Kai for the end
Well, yeah.
since
Oh.
I caught up and we really
Oh,
haven't.
that's right. You just caught up with Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
Yes, to
just
talk about it. I'm
Cobra
gonna
Kai.
watch it anyway, so I don't mind the spoilers.
Oh, you haven't watched it? Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
know we will like talk like we tease about it throughout the episodes, but we never really gave
Went
a
into
thought
it.
about like Cobra. Like so now, since we all saw it pretty much, let's talk about Cobra Kai, and I must start off with fuck the Russo family. The Russo family, they're pieces of shit. And I'm just getting mad just thinking about these guys. Like, yo, because I saw it last night with Jen, right? So we saw it right before bedtime, and I'm just like in bed thinking about the shit that just went down because I'm like, yo, nigga, like, yo, this motherfucker, this bitch saw this motherfucker, saw Miguel moved on. He's happy, and this bitch just wants to be an asshole and wants to kiss him just to be a bitch. Like, yo, bitch, you cheated on him first, pretty much, and now you want
That's
to you want to fuck everything up now. Fuck Robbie's head up because he was a good kid trying to go the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Fuck his shit up. Like, yeah, it just got me frustrated, man. It's like this fucking show. Like,
When I finished watching season 2, because I think I saw season 1 and 2. Like I binge watched the whole thing,
yeah.
and how you call it? Once I was done with that, I went back to watch Karate Kid Part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And yo, Daniel was always horrible.
Yeah.
Like as an adult, you realize that guy sucked. He was he was like always like rude and like kind of just obnoxious,
Yeah.
Especially in Part 3, because in Part 3 the whole purpose is like, he's like, they challenge him to go to defend his title. Miyagi's like, nah, man, like you don't need that. He's on the like peaceful warrior type shit where he's like, that doesn't mean anything. You already done that, whatever. Like, let's move on or whatever. And then Eggamon, Cobra Kai, Examon, whatever. And he gets mad at Mr. Miyagi for not teaching him basically how to like kill somebody and shit. It's like, yo, is that what Mr. Miyagi would teach you? So it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, so it just throws you off. Yeah.
Dick.
Mm-hmm.
But like, because he mentions in season 2 that he actually joined Cobra Kai, and I was supposed to be Part 3, right? Did he really? Did he join?
Yeah,
he joined Cobra Kai, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like this guy, and it's funny because they thought this Kreese was dead in Part 3 too. That's the first time he faked his death, and he died again, and now he's back, and it's just like, yeah, this show had me on such a
like Sigma.
Yeah, this
He's coming back.
Yeah, this shit had me on a roller coaster of emotions, man. Like I couldn't.
It's true.
I can't stand Hulk. I'm like, Hulk, you just a bitch.
Yeah. In first season, I was like, yo, I really like that character, and I was just by the second season, I was like, it's because of
Yeah.
Oh, a little fun fact: that actor played young Jeff Winger in Community when he was being bullied by like when they were kids with Sherry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, awesome.
I was watching it the other day. I was like, oh, it's Hulk.
Yeah. No, the thing with Hulk is like, damn, where I was gonna go with Hulk?
He became a bully.
Huh? Yeah, he became a bully. Like that was the whole like reverse thing. But then I saw the trailer for season 3, and it looks like the guy who was bullying him before he joined Cobra Kai is joining Cobra Kai now.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that will change his character arc a little and get him back to being like, fuck this shit. Yeah. First I'm like, fuck these kids. Fuck these little Cobra Kai traders that fucking let Kreese take over the dojo and shit like that. I'm like, oh, fuck you guys. Like, Johnny made you guys,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
Then I heard some shit today too that the girl who played Alicia is not coming back for the third season, like the big girl.
Mm.
She's not coming back for season 3, and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
why?
Like, yeah, she was a fun character. I don't know what happened. I gotta look into that. Something like she. Some people are saying she got fired or some shit. I don't know.
Oh
what's going
shit.
on. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, first of all, like that Tory chick, I don't know how she's not arrested because she fucking
Yeah.
body. She stabbed somebody with fucking brass fucking knuckles, spike shits, whatever the fuck they were. And I'm like, why is Robbie the only one getting has to be like arrested for the shit that went down in that fucking school? Like this bitch, I don't understand. This bitch is in a dojo right after this big ass fight in a school. Like it's all good. Like all these kids should be expelled too. By the way, I did not condone none of this shit.
Yeah, if I was a teacher, I'd be like, why are there so many fucking kids in karate school? How does everybody here know karate? What the fuck?
like a legit rumble we broke out.
Yeah, like they opened the circle and there was like a karate match in the middle of the hallway.
Fucking my man Stingray, the loser energy throughout the whole series, to the point that he's like the security guard helping out the school, but he's beating up the Miyagi-Do kids.
The easy ones.
Yeah. I like the fact that also they gave the two little nerds that you just think they're like background characters because it's like, oh, the little nerds, that's supposed to be like the funny like nerd in the background, little short, little blonde with the kid and little Asian nerd.
Oh yeah.
They actually have like an arc.
Yeah. Nobody knew about.
Like that shit was brewing for months, and that shit finally came to a head. No, it's a fun show, man. Like you definitely gotta check it out, Strider.
Yeah, it's way better than I expected.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
It's on my list to watch. I think I watched like half of season 1. And I stopped watching not because it's bad. I just got into other shit.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely on my list to watch. Gotta catch up.
Yeah, man, that shit's good stuff on there, man. I can't wait for season 3's coming out next month. Which is like, all right, because I was holding off because I'm like, damn, I don't want to wait too long for season 3 because I know I want to see what the fuck happens now.
Mm-hmm.
Then like this nigga gets paralyzed. And I'm like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Because the nerve, this nigga taught Johnny's son these fucking karate moves. An unstable kid that should have been with his father. And getting over his shit. And got this dude like, yo, the nerve of fucking Daniel LaRusso, man. Even his own employees quit on him.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah. Like, yo, first of all, why you so invested in this fucking dojo and you're not getting paid for it? Like, well,
Yeah.
your job, nigga. Like,
He's investing a lot of money into that shit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I can understand if your wife decides to leave you, bro, because you fucking up right now. You ain't getting paid for this shit. You fucking deciding all these fucking, like, all these fences. Like, what the fuck? How he gets all these fences to paint?
He's getting the kids to do it, so it's like,
Yeah.
Wax on, wax off.
yeah,
But I'm just like, it just irks me because he just did all this shit out of pettiness.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
a
man,
lot of pettiness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just don't want to see this dude Johnny succeed in anything. Like, yo,
Yeah.
damn, nigga.
Damn, bro. Don't
Haven't
really
you taken
go.
enough? Like, you haven't taken enough. And I forgot that Johnny gave him the fucking statue at the end of the first movie. Like, Johnny redeemed himself in the end of the first Karate Kid. He's like,
Mhm.
you're right. That was wrong on me. What I did to you. Here's the trophy because you're the real winner.
Still taking the L
I
from
remember
Daniels.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I was watching the video I posted again about like, because I remember watching that video when it came out, like Daniel LaRusso was the real villain of Karate Kid. I was like, what the fuck? Because I never thought of it that way. And I was like, that was like the video that started this off.
Yeah, that started this whole thing.
Yo, it's so serious right now because I asked my phone on Google. I was like, Google, who's the villain of the Karate Kid? And it says Daniel LaRusso. And I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
yo.
That's crazy. That's
how
dope
you-
that they could do that though. That they could turn, the guy that everyone thought was like, the protagonist, the
No,
hero, the good guy, and they turned him.
You watch the movie, like, because
And
you're like, oh, this
If you
guy
watch
is-
it from that perspective, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you remember like they point out certain things in the movie, like how Johnny was trying to get his shit together his last year of school. Like he's trying to be a good guy now. He's an ex-delinquent. like I said, at the end of the movie, he gives Daniel the trophy. At the end of the movie, he gives Daniel the trophy at the end, like, yo, here, you deserve it, type of shit.
Mhm.
And at the beginning of part 2, like he's like, fuck, I'm done with the Cobra Kai. Like I'm trying to, trying to get my life together. And
Kreese like fucks him up.
almost killed him. Yeah, almost fucking choked him out to death. So Johnny was always had like that redeeming arc thing about him throughout the earlier movies. And now you see like he never recovered from that shit and just became a fucking loser.
Mhm.
He got the spark to to get back on track. And this nigga Daniel's son, all this shit up for him.
Trying to hold this nigga down, bro.
Yeah.
It's the '80s fault, man. Everybody was high on cocaine. So that's how just the writers wrote Daniel high on cocaine.
I think it was like that because Daniel was like the scruffy kid from New Jersey that came to LA with the pretty boy blonde guy. Like everybody's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel's our man.
Mhm.
Make sure the villain's a pretty boy, blonde boy.
Yeah.
Make Daniel hit him every chance he gets.
Karate tournaments. Give me some karate tournaments. Kids love karate nowadays. Bruce Lee was like dead for 10 years by this point. He was like, the karate. Let's get the karate going on.
Let's get the karate going.
Kids love karate.
But yeah, I want to see season 3 already. I want to see what the fuck's going on with this show.
These the what's the guy's name? The when he went to Japan, Okinawa,
Chosen.
in part 2. Chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah.
And the girl too.
Yeah. The love interest for part 2 and the villain part 2 is coming out.
The girl's coming?
Yeah, from part 2. Remember how he went to
Yeah,
Japan?
I know.
So it seems like they're going to like that kind of, I
that
guess.
arc.
Yeah, that arc.
Bring us Hilary Swank, you cowards.
Did he swing? Oh,
Bring us
yeah, Karate Kid Part 4, the next Karate Kid.
No, bring us what's the little Bow Wow?
Oh, no.
No, it was
Jaden Smith.
Jaden
Yeah, he
Smith.
don't count because he done Kung Fu in that movie, not karate. I even know why the fuck they called it the Karate Kid because he was doing Kung Fu.
He was doing
I mean,
Kung
like, mhm.
Shit
He
made
trained
no
by
sense,
fucking
bro.
Jackie Chan.
I like they were about to do a little Easter egg from Karate Kid Part 2 in the second season when he was about to do the break the ice, the blocks of ice
Yeah,
demonstration before Cobra Kai came and spoke the show.
yeah. I got mad hyped.
Cobra
Yeah,
Kai
that-
had the better performance.
Well,
They just
I
came
just remember that from Part 2. That was like one of my favorite parts from Part 2. When he hits the block of ice.
that was actually a bonus game in the Karate Kid video game for the
Yeah, I remember. That hard ass game.
yeah. You had to tap those buttons mad hard to fucking break that ice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, break
Yo,
shit.
fucking make your fingers bleed.
Yo, that shit had no. I don't know what it was. It was like a certain system to it that was just like no way to do it. It was fucking garbage.
I don't think I ever played the Karate Kid games for NES.
fucking hard for no reason.
It
Damn.
was a bad game.
No, I can imagine. As many of them, the majority of NES games were bad.
Yeah.
There's one part that is like based on part 2 that you're just running in the rain and it's like mad windy and it's like
Oh yeah.
flying at you that you have to block.
Birds are like and logs are rolling and all this shit.
Yeah, they would make a game out of anything back then, just to make money off of that video game hype.
Hell yeah. Whatever
Those
the
third
big-
parties were popping.
Wherever the dollars were at, fellas.
LJN.
Yeah.
Yeah, jam.
Check out the Cobra Kai first 2 seasons on Netflix. Dope shit.
Definitely worth it.
Catch up. I'm gonna catch up
Yeah, nah. Definitely check out.
before season 3 comes out. I'm gonna catch up.
Yeah, it's like only 10 episodes a season, so you can
Yeah,
bang
it's
it
not-
out, but-
I'm
I
finishing.
breezed through it in like 2 days.
Yeah, I'm finishing Mindhunters right now. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah,
Big Mouth season 4.
it's coming
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah,
Came out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Came
good.
out already.
When is it coming out?
It came out already.
Oh, it did. Oh,
I binged that shit like in a day, bro.
I'll
Me
binge
too.
that- I'll binge watch that
I
shit.
was
quick.
like, yeah. I was so tight because I was like, damn, that's it. I was like, oh shit, because it's only,
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
want
8 episodes. I
eight
think.
episodes. Ah,
No, it was like 10.
It's 10. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's 10. My bad, it's 10. It's 10, and it's like half an hour, so I'm just go by like.
Mm.
So pretty much spend like 5 hours. You could get through the whole shit.
yeah, I'm gonna binge watch that shit real quick.
Yeah, damn.
That
Such
show's
a great show. Such a great show.
Just-
Super good comedians.
Yeah. They, like the first half, they go to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling okay, I don't want to say anything. I was telling my mom a scene. We were talking about we were talking about the bath, like going to the bathroom and shit like that. And I was like, there's a show where like there's a kid. He didn't want to take a shit like the whole summer. It just built up inside of him. And he gave birth to like a big log of shit. My mom was
I can only
cracking up.
imagine that it's the Jewish kid. It's the Jewish kid.
Yeah, I love Andrew. Andrew is my favorite character. I love that guy.
I think his dad is my favorite character.
He pretty much becomes his dad in the future.
I gotta catch up.
That was hilarious.
Oh shit. Oh man, but like
Andrew.
Such
Missy,
good characters.
Missy's embracing her black side finally.
Yeah, that was great.
And the voice actress is changed at the end of the
They changed that in this season.
yeah.
I know
episodes.
in the last few episodes. I know at one point she's like, "Oh, I'm voiced by a 37-year-old white woman," and it's
Like she goes to see her cousins, and they're like, "Oh, nigga this, nigga that," and she's like, "No, trust me, I cannot say that word."
Yeah, I love that because I was like, damn. So I thought they would have replaced the actress this season, but I guess she recorded some shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, it seems like it was in the middle of, or at least towards the end, because only the last 2 episodes is the new actress.
Oh, okay, because I guess they didn't want to spend the money because you can't really tell.
Recording.
Yeah, she's doing the Missy voice, she's doing that voice, so like it sounds the same. But like Jenny Slate is still doing other shit. Like you see her doing like she's like what was it? Who did she play? She played someone else. I forgot who she played. I can't think of it right now. But she played like you can clearly tell she played this other character. Other like woman character. So like she's always something. She's always something around.
Yeah, they do multiple voices. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
Voice acting, you get to do that shit a lot. So
John Mulaney is also like he's also the cop, one of the cops, the one with the mustache.
Yeah,
the one with the mustache.
Yeah, I love that show.
Big Mouth.
I'm going in for this season. Probably tomorrow. I'll watch that shit.
Season 4 is fucking awesome. It makes me want to rewatch the whole thing again.
Yeah, I had the urge to watch season 4 again.
Yeah. Well, I was like watch it from the beginning, like season 1.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, just do that. I might end up doing that. Who knows?
Who knows, man?
Who knows? Well, on that note, guys, I guess it's a good time to end the podcast.
Right.
It's been a fun episode. This one, it's been good times.
Definitely.
100%.
And like always, guys, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And
Fact.
pick up assholes with some opinions. Thanks for listening. Peace
out.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.